Hey everybody, you guys want to see what it's like to load up the camper for a spring break vacation? I'll take you behind the scenes of a couple of things we do to kind of prepare and get ready. It's a little bit chaotic, but maybe you want to see what it's like and what it takes to get this thing ready to go. So I'm just sitting here uploading a couple videos, getting them ready and off my cameras so we can put more on the cameras. And I'm thinking, well, why not just kind of take you through a short journey of what it's like to get ready for a spring break camping trip in the RV. So I don't know what this video will turn into, but we're going to try it and see. Already I have helped Jarrett service the generator on the RV. We did a video on that. We'll put that in the link here. And he's out there currently doing, I don't know what, so I'm about to find out. But I did take our girls to get some hiking boots. They needed new ones. Also bought some hiking backpacks, which we desperately needed based on our last hiking trip in Glacier, where Jarrett took us on a wild goose chase through bear country with no water or no food. Maybe we'll tell that story sometime. But we got some cool backpacks ready to go. I've also done the meal planning, the grocery shopping, and did a little pre-prep work as far as the food goes, so we're not just eating fast food all the time. And I did my laundry. It's currently in the dryer. Everybody in this household is old enough to do their own laundry and pack their own bags. I do not do that for them. They are big kids now, and if they forgot something, that's on them. Although I will check if we're going for a week or so, because if they forget something like a swimsuit or flip-flops or hiking boots or something important that I'm having to spend $100 on when they already have it at home, I do try to check up on those things. For the most part, they pack themselves, which is great. And then basically just make sure we have our travel binder ready, which I also did a video on. I'll put that in the link below as well. And make sure like anything inside the camper is ready to go. Like we have enough cups and plates and everything's in its place, according to what's on my checklist. Jarrett pretty much takes care of the undercarriage, bikes, chairs, that kind of thing. So let's go see what he's got going on. Let's see if we can find him. He might be in here. Jarrett?
Yep.
Hi.
Hey.
Came in to check and see what you got going on. I was kind of going to shoot a small short video on what it takes to pack this thing and get it ready. So I've already talked about servicing the generator.
So
you went and got the oil changed. But what are you doing in here?
So
are you cleaning?
I've cleaned the floors. I've flushed all the antifreeze, as much antifreeze out of the lines as I could. Check the aqua hot, make sure it's working. Check the aqua hot, make sure we had hot water.
Oh, that's important.
Clean the toilets.
Okay, thank you.
Vacuum, Swiffered.
Swiffered?
Swiffered. We need a new Swiffer.
Smells nice, actually.
We need a new Swiffer, by the way, because the other one froze and busted and it's leaking everywhere. So.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, I got one in the garage.
It was just one that was in the basement. Now, since I flushed everything out, it's going to get cold tonight. I've opened all the drains up to let all the water out of the lines, so nothing freezes and busts.
Okay. What else? What else is back here that that's it?
That's it. It was in pretty good shape. It wasn't as dirty as I thought it was.
No, we didn't really have to wash the bedding because we haven't used it in months and months. And it was clean before, so it's just a mess.
We don't want to bother the mice.
We want to bring our mice with us. Okay.
Wiped out their fridge.
Ooh, let's see that. You did? Was it dirty?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's still not perfect, but it's
okay.
Pretty good.
Looks good. I'm getting ready to run to the grocery store.
Let me clean this up here real quick. I didn't notice that had antifreeze on it.
Okay. And are we looking like we're ready to go, or what else are we forgetting?
Let's go put our stuff in.
Okay, that's tomorrow. Today's Thursday.
Next Thursday.
We're leaving Saturday morning.
Early,
Tomorrow
hopefully.
we pack this camper and double check the odds and ends.
Hopefully we leave early Saturday.
Yes.
By 7. Between 7 and 8.
And I think that's it. This is what it looks like after coming from Kentucky. We have not been in this thing since September. And we got a little bit of a mess to clean up tomorrow, so we got some work to do. Found out we only have 1 pack of toilet paper. That should be enough, but we'll probably pick up some more. Other than that, we're almost ready to rock and roll.
So the basement, we've had like entirely too many chairs and just bull crap that we've had that
Sorry.
I've never really organized. So
Oh, that looks better. Where did you put everything else? In the garage?
yeah, it's a huge pile on the garage floor.
All right,
But
this looks good.
The slides will actually open. So
All right.
I got the solo stove is in there.
Oh, meaning you want me to cook? Because I wasn't planning on
The
it.
solo stove, the little wooden.
Oh, the solo stove. I interpreted that as Blackstone because that's what I was looking at.
Solo stove was in there ready to go. This, when I serviced this thing, they were real nice to me, made a freaking huge mess. And so I got that all cleaned up. I had mold growing in there. So that's cleaner.
Yeah, the hose looks rough, but the rest looks good.
Yeah, that hose is, that's my shit hose.
All right. Is that everything? What else do we need to say?
Adjusted the hitch. We pulled a Colorado last couple of years, and I got rid of my Colorado, and we went to an Equinox, so my hitch is a lot lower. So I adjusted the Demco. That's what I like about the Demco hitch, is it's adjustable. Which I lost the key to the thing, so I had to cut it off.
Okay.
But it's all good.
Buzz and Woody, you ready? They're ready. They're not going to tell me right now. They'll tell each other later tonight after we go to sleep. Okay, getting ready to add Utah. That's going to be fun. I took the time to go ahead and create my camping grocery list. So that's what I did here. And I basically write out what I have in mind according to how many days we're staying. This time it's looking like 5. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and what to make sure I pack in the camper. And I just kind of write some ideas on, you know, based on where we're going and the activities we're doing and how much or little cooking I actually want to do. And this time it's very little. So we are having things like sandwiches and hot dogs. And so here's where I write out what I want to have. And then here's where I write out what I don't have in my pantry or refrigerator and I need to get at the grocery store. Okay, so I'm gonna run to the grocery store, get everything on the list for the camping trip, and I've got my son doing the dishes, wiping off the countertops for me, so hopefully when I get back, I can start putting things away in a clean kitchen, I hope. And also, I did remember that he's actually not coming with us this time, so I didn't add to my list things that he might need to eat while we're gone, and so I will pick up a few things for him, although he is a grown young man and has a job of his own and a debit card of his own, so I think he'll survive if I forget. I think. Also, I wanted to mention that we're not bringing our dog, so we thought about taking him to the dog wash, which is super cool, right down the street at the gas station, where you can just throw your dog in there and get him washed. But he's going to be staying with our son and back and forth between his house and my mom's, so we're just going to wait. But these are all things I'm thinking about as we're getting ready to leave. You guys know how it is. You got to plan. You got to figure it all out. Toby's not coming with us because he's not going to want to be cooped up all day. We're going to be going to the national parks, you know, closing up the camper and be gone for the day. So we're not going to do that to him. He doesn't normally come with us for those reasons. So, but those things don't need to be taken care of, which is several things off my list. And I got to tell you, honestly, not taking your pets takes a load off. All right, it's getting dark, still Thursday night. I just spent $477 flipping dollars at the grocery store, and that is not just for the things I got for our trip, but also because we had not been to the store in 2 weeks. So yeah, we were down to crackers. You moms know how that is, and I wanted to make sure there's food in the house for when we get back too. So that is important, because you don't want to get back from a trip and then have like no laundry detergent and nothing to eat. So now we get to go home and separate it, what stays in the house and what goes in the camper. And that part is fun. I'm gonna see how many people in my family I can get involved in helping.
UK got beat tonight in the first round of the NCAA. Number 2 seed got knocked off by number 15 seed.
What? I don't even know what you just said.
The basketball March Madness tournament started.
Who beat who? What?
The number 2 team got knocked off by the number 15 team. UK was the number 2 team.
Oh, UK's out? Okay, now I'm interested.
They got beat by St. Peter's. Whoever they are. You said
wow.
I said, where's that?
Kentucky fans are crying tonight, huh?
Well, I was on Facebook and everybody's like, we need a new coach. And I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, I hit my ESPN app and I'm like, oh, they're in overtime and they're losing.
Okay, so they're sad. Basically what I'm doing is putting everything that goes in the camper in the black tote. Everything else gets put away. We have food when we come home. The tote goes to the camper according to what's on the list. Hopefully I remember everything and we actually have meals to prepare. That's the plan. So it's early. It's Friday morning. I've got a few things done for work. Checked our bank account, made sure our vacation funds were all good to go. What else? Last night when grocery shopping and putting things away, my battery died on my camera, so y'all didn't get to see all that fun, but you get the point. We put the groceries away last night. I do still have to run to the store this morning to get 3 or 4 things that they didn't have that were on my list. And you know, moms in the moment, you can kind of, or dads, whoever does the grocery planning, you can kind of tweak your list as you go. Like if they didn't have a certain thing and you just change your meal completely. But I just wasn't in the mindset to do that. So I thought I'll just go to the store in the morning, to a different store, pick up what I need and be done with it. But I've got the crock pot over here ready to go. One of my meals is going to be a warmer meal, so we're gonna just throw some meatballs in there. I looked up a quick bourbon meatball recipe on Pinterest, and so it should be good. The ingredients are simple, and I like to not just have all cold items, but maybe like one hot meal in case, again, you don't want to eat out or spend the money eating out, and something that's quick to prepare in case, you know, you're not like in the woods or have like all day to prepare this like awesome campfire meal. No, we just want to come home and heat up something and like sit down on this trip. So meatballs in the crock pot while I'm finishing up packing the camper is a great way to do that. I also picked up some refrigerated mashed potatoes, which aren't always the best. Obviously homemade is better, but come on, let's face it, we're not doing all that. And Bob Evans has pretty good refrigerated mashed potatoes, so that's what we're doing. So it's only 40 still in Idaho this week. I'm really hoping that when we get to southern Utah, things warm up. It's looking like it's supposed to be in the low 60s, maybe mid 60s if we're lucky. So I'm like, please, I'll take 20 degrees. That sounds good about right now, but I'm on my way to the grocery store and just thought I'd pull over for a second because I'm just so grateful for the mountains, the mountain views we have out here. I mean, just going to the store, I can take a detour, you know, and have the most amazing views. But I just think sometimes it's okay. I don't like to fill our videos full of fluff a lot of times, but sometimes I think filling spaces with gratitude is not a bad thing. I mean, we have time for gratitude, right? That's all we should have time for, is being thankful in this life, because this world is just a mess, and that's why we're doing these things. Just being grateful for our surroundings and the time we have together and the ability to take the adventures we take. So I'm just grateful, and it's a beautiful day in Idaho, but I'm so looking forward to about a 20-degree hike in the temps. I mean, can you guys even see that? Just driving down the road. Mountains in the distance. So I also stopped by a local bakery. We do like to support the locals wherever we live, but I really wanted to pick up some cinnamon rolls. The day of travel, really, you don't want a mess in the kitchen or like, what's for breakfast, Mom? None of that. So something that's simple and already ready to go. I gotta tell you, we really like Idaho. We really love the scenery. There's a lot of new things in the grocery stores that we're not familiar with, and there's a lot of things that are missing that are really only exclusive to the South, and I really miss them. One of those things being pimento cheese. We love to take pimento cheese camping with tortilla chips, and I just can't find any. So I do know how to make it. I just wasn't going to this trip, but it's not purchasable apparently in this town. So goodness sakes, there are some times that we are missing the South and Kentucky for sure. One of those things being pimento cheese, another one of those things being dogwood trees. I'm really hoping that there's some dogwoods in Idaho, and this spring, if I find one, I'll take a picture and show you. Well, I managed to get everything on my list that I needed, which is just a few items. And really all I have to do is get home and make some chicken salad. That is part of our meals. I did manage to get the few items I needed. Now I gotta go home and prep a couple more things. Getting one step closer. So it's very easy if you can already find cooked chopped chicken, ready to go grapes. I've already got other ingredients at home, mayonnaise, sour cream, pecans, throw together a quick chicken salad, done. Okay, basically I've made sure, Jarrett and I both have made sure the pantry is stacked. We have what we need as far as what's on our grocery list, and the fridge is full. We've gone through making sure we have shampoo. We stocked up on toilet paper. We did fix this mess and straighten that out, which will be a mess again. It always is. What else have we done?
Unwinterized it. Just kind of checked everything over, make sure everything's good to go.
You're ready to pack?
I'm pretty much packed.
Yeah, my stuff's still in the dryer, so as soon as I pack, the kids will get home from school and they'll go, we have no clean clothes.
They'll have to do laundry. But our laundry's out of the way, so they're free to do their laundry. So
yeah, so they'll pack and then we're pretty much done. We've got breakfast, so we're ready to hit the road, Jack.
Alright, Jack.
Don't you come back.
No more, no more, no more.
So I'm getting ready my camera equipment. We've got the ZV-1. This is where I keep my SD cards, some extra phone cords and chargers, all my GoPro attachments, the GoPro case. I really don't know what we're gonna need hiking or maybe renting some bikes. I might try to film a little of that. But this little dresser drawer here is, the lighting's horrible, sorry, but it's kind of where I keep all of our camera equipment. It just has these little drawers. It works out perfectly. And so everything's in one spot and it's easy to grab and prepare and charge everything like right here when it's time to pack up and go. One last thing is getting the clothes to the camper. We usually take them out in baskets or a tote of some kind. Basically just making sure we have shoes that we need for what we're doing, a hat of course, the proper clothing, flip-flops, because you always need a pair of flip-flops when you're getting in and out of the camper to take out trash or whatever, jackets, and of course everyone's backpacks. So everyone in the family makes this pile and takes their own stuff to the camper. Armfuls.
Armfuls.
The good thing is you can actually overpack when you're taking a camper, which you cannot do if you're flying because weight limit, obviously. So all kinds of weather coming our way. We don't know what to pack. We can pack for every season. Well, guys, that was it for this video. We wanted to just let you guys see maybe what it's like to prepare for a spring break camping trip in the RV. Maybe you're considering getting an RV. I don't know, taking these kind of adventures. I don't even know if that's helpful. It's kind of chaotic. Preparing, dealing with the maintenance issues, like it's all work. It is. You can see it as work or you can see it as fun on, you know, I mean, you have to kind of, it's about perspective. We have fun doing it for now anyway. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Depends on the trip, depends on the mood of the children and, you know, just what we're getting into. But I hope that's helpful in some way to kind of see a little bit behind the scenes anyway of the chaos that happens before the trips. See y'all again in a week or two, and thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and we'll see you soon.